after, arguably, pwedeng napagod si Dior Lohorn.
At sa puntong ito, Dom, bago natin patuloy na himayin itong ating magiging ballgame atan, makibalita ulit tayo kay Miss Erica.
Breaking news nung last Sunday, umasa si Japet na makakapaglaro siya against the former team. Hindi man niya natupad. Now he's suited up and is given the chance. Di man 100% ang tuhod, ipipilit daw niya dahil gusto talaga nilang makuha ang huling spot para makapasok sa quarterfinals.
Yan ang napakalaking balita para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. Bakit nga naman hindi, Dom? Looking at the rebounding battle, noong nakaraang Sunday, itong frontline ng Talking Tex in Harvey Carey, Ali Peak, John Ferrios, and Sean Anthony combined for 27 big rebounds. Pag tinautok mo sila dito sa kabila, okay, Dior Lohorn had 8. Pero the rest of the rotation, Meyerhofer, Wilson, Mamaril, and Raimundo, 12 rebound lang ang kanilang na-total as a quartet. Japet Aguilar back in the fold.
Well, ever since Japet Aguilar got hurt, nag-iba yung laro nitong Barangay Ginebra. Sige, tignan mo na yung puntos. Sige, tignan mo na yung rebounds. But another thing that people may forget that Japet Aguilar was doing so well, he was blocking a lot of shots. Tapos yung mga dumadrive doon, kung di man niya nasusupalpal, natatakot dahil nandun siya para sumupalpal. So yung depensa itong Barangay Ginebra has definitely suffered nung nasaktan itong si Japet Aguilar.
So Aguilar will be bringing back his 7.6 rebound, 2 shot block averages. Tignan natin how he fares here tonight.
Ginebra, San Miguel. Starting at forward, number 25, Japet Aguilar. The other forward, number 34, Chris Ellis. At center, number 44, Dior Lohorn. At guard, number 47, Mark Kagiwa. And the other guard, number 5, L.A. Tenorio. Head coach for Barangay Ginebra is Coach Ato Agustin. Our referees of the ball game are Peter Balo, Jimmy Mariano, and Edward Aquino with Nestor Zambrano.
So in what will be the last game of the season para sa isa sa dalawang koponang ito, Barangay Ginebra, Coach Ato Agustin, their management and everybody involved has pulled out all the stops. They are starting Japet Aguilar.
No more pulling of punches, no more resting, because if they lose this ball game, they can rest for a couple of months. So they don't want that. So they're bringing in Japet Aguilar. It's a big gamble for Barangay Ginebra, but just could pay off.
Panggula talaga ang ginamit dito ng Barangay Ginebra. Japs actually came in late do sa round robin, kaya been breaking news yan ni Miss Erica. Talking Text on the attack. Ranidel de Ocampo do sa loob. They try and go back to how they punished Ginebra last Sunday, pero this time around, may Aguilar na ng gugulo.
And that's what we were saying. Yun yung malaking diferensya pag nandyan si Japet Aguilar. It's gonna be very difficult, or it's gonna be a different look when they go inside. It's not gonna be as easy as it was nung Sunday.
Ranidel has Ali Peak, Larry Fonacher, Courtney Fels, and Jason Castro with him as their starting unit. Makakatapat itong sina Chris Ellis, L.A. Tenorio, Dior Lohorn, Japet Aguilar, and Mark Kagiwa. Lohorn from 18, that's good. That opens up the scoring inside Big Dome.
Well, slowly but surely, itong si Dior Lohorn really coming to life dun sa labas. You know, he's getting his points now both from inside and the outside, getting more comfortable and comfortable shooting from that 18 feet.
De Ocampo looking for Fels. He launches a long one. In and out para kay Courtney, pero Ali P keeps it alive. Larry lines it up. Punches it through.
The three guys from Smart Gilas starting also for Talking Text. These guys played big also in that previous game.
Lohorn at the post. Peak trying to keep in front of him. They go to Ellis. Ellis na ipit, looking for Japet. Di pa sila nagkaamuyan doon.
You know, you expect Japet Aguilar to definitely have an impact dun sa depensa for Barangay Ginebra, but the fact na hindi siya masyadong naka-ensayo and then Japet is playing, they will struggle a little bit dun sa opensa.
Fels on the move, out to Castro. They swing it to Larry. Couldn't get back-to-back threes, pero Ranidel keeps it on that side of the floor. Fels attacking. Dropping it off. Putatayin off at the peak. Talking Text still with possession. Fonacher drops it off. Ranidel.
And that's what we were talking about.
Alido cleans it up. Talking Text is up by 3.
And that's what we were talking about. Yung effect ng Japet Aguilar. Nakataas lang yung kamay niya. He's 6'9". That will definitely change your shot.
Away from play. There is a foul spotted here by referee Aquino. Ali Peak whistle for the first. Fonacher coming out of the scrum. Now attacks, leads it off for Lohorn. 10 bits on that shot, pero mapupunta na ang bola dito sa tropa.
If you look at Barangay Ginebra, yung kanilang opensa nandyan naman eh. Magkakakilala sila, napakaganda, but their problem really is, ever since Japet got injured, yung depensa has suffered. They're giving up over 100 points now.
Ali from the elbow. No go. Japet and Lohorn battling for the rebound. The ball is with Tenorio. They swing it over to Chris Ellis. Kagiwa rifles it downstairs. Lohorn with a jump hook. Doesn't work. Heat for the rebound. Castro to Larry. The reverse spot.
Always got to be on guard when Talk and Text is running that fast break. Even if it's Jason Castro leading it, your attention is on him. Pero kailangan mo rin tignan yung mga tumatakbo sa wing.
Kagiwa with the leather. Yet to put up a shot. Gives to Lohorn. Chop it on the move. Excellent location on the part of Lohorn.
I really like what your Lohorn did that time. Get Japet more comfortable and accustomed to the basketball game.
Bell lines it up once again. Ayo pa rin. Rebound sails out of bounds in favor of Ginebra.
Another question for Japet Aguilar will be his conditioning. You know, he hasn't played in a while, so a few minutes lang siguro rin makikita mo that Coach Ato Agustin will need to pace him throughout this ball game.
Kagiwa with a pull-up, 16-footer, that's good. And that brings Ginebra to within one. Barely 4 minutes into this do-or-die matchup. Bells to Ranidel, kicks it out. Castro faking a pass, unleashes a three. Doesn't work para dito kay Jason, and he's been struggling from deep all tournament long.
Well, Jason Castro, because of the Gilas Pilipinas experience as well, they really wanted him to go to that basket. So dun siya nag-concentrate.
Tenorio gets it over to the right side. Aguilar looking for Lohorn. Nasaraduan ng pinto. Dior looking for Kagiwa. Meron foul. Bonasher whistled for the personal. Tenorio for three. Ginebra, lamang pa rin dito ang tropa.
Magu, in that last game, Barangay Ginebra had 2 blocks for the entire ball game. Ngayon, first quarter pa lang tayo, dalawa na rin yung supalpal ng Barangay Ginebra.
Castro na ilang dun sa ilalim. Here comes Kagiwa. The spark dribbling out of trouble. Couldn't get the 15-foot jumper. Fells will push it. Gets it to Larry. Sinalubong ni Kagiwa. And Mark ends up giving up the foul.
You can see Japet Aguilar looks a little bit winded already.
Bonasher coming off a near double-double last Sunday. 12 points, 9 rebounds. Takes care of first free throw. And as you mentioned, Dom, Japet Aguilar is trooping to the bench.
Well, that's a good start for him already. He had a 1 block, he had 2 points, and he was able to lift Ginebra to a decent start already. So, yung hinihingi sa kanya ni Coach Ato dito sa simula at least, the first quarter, naibigay na niya.
9-6 ang nasa ating talaan, panik sa 3 ang abante ng tropa. Tenorio attacking. Castro goes glass.
The Barangay Ginebra, ever since L.A. Tenorio has gotten in, even if he made that basketball, that shot, yung opensa ng Barangay Ginebra has been so different because they are sharing that basketball a lot more now.
Tenorio with a steal. It's a foot race. Gets it over to Ellis. Kagiwa from Ellis. Meron ng foul on the pass. Talk and Text not wanting Ginebra to get any kind of rhythm on the run. Sends in Sean Anthony para kay Ranidel de Ocampo.
Going to be very important also in today's ball game, yung pacing ng mga players of the coaches. You know, in the PBA, lalo na kung naglaro tayo kahapon, bibihira na magkaroon ka ng back-to-back ball games na walang pahinga.
Pinakit mo na yan, Dior Lohorn going to work once again, 4 points na. Last Sunday, hindi na siya naka-score come the fourth quarter.
In the fourth quarter, look, winded itong si Dior Lohorn. Also because he's such a force inside, so he gets a lot of his points dun sa loob. Pangkaan, syempre naman, ilalagay mo yung mabibigat na locals dito kay Dior Lohorn.
Billy Mamaril, he came in for Japet Aguilar. He registers the 3rd shot block para sa Barangay Ginebra.
You know, if you look at Ginebra, ang problema talaga nila yung depensa eh. Wala naman silang problema dun sa opensa. They're giving up 100 points a ball game.
Ferriols, bagong pasok, malamig pa. Tenorio will set this one up. Away from play, merong foul. Looks like it's gonna be against Ferriols.
I mean, you look at John Ferriols, how many times has he played this conference? Pero nandyan siya to give rest to the other big men off talk and text para lang pahirapan itong si Dior Lohorn.
Pang-anim na laro pa lang niya to dito sa ika-10 assignment. Actually, siyam lang dapat, pero dahil do or die playoff na to, pang-10 laro na to na magkabilang kupunan.
At titignan mo ilang minuto yung linaro niya.
Last time around, John Ferriosa, in 20 minutes of action, probably his most in the tournament. 8.6 rebounds ang kontribusyon. Look at Ginebra, look to push this. Ellis kapitawan nga lang ang bola. That will send us into our first timeout. Barangay Ginebra has taken the lead, 10-9.
Ready with your game face?
This after falling behind by as much as 5.
Field goal percentage for Barangay Ginebra. They're moving that basketball well, shooting 50%. Ito namang talk and text, only shooting 20%. But meron na silang 5 second chance points coming off 5 offensive rebounds.
And so far, Tom, malayo o malaki yung diferensya netong first quarter na to. Dun sa first quarter last Sunday, 10-9 score natin. Mahigit kalahati na ng first quarter. Last Sunday, natapos first quarter, 30-30.
It was really a shootout. Simula't simula pa lang nung game na yun, nung last Sunday. And also, you know, going back to my point dun sa offensive rebounds, Barangay Ginebra is playing zone. So that means long rebounds because you're forcing talk and text into long shots.
Oh, Fells tied up by Ellis. 24 shot clock violation goes off. Ellis right on top of Courtney sa pagkakataon na yun.
Great defensive effort for Chris Ellis, forcing Fells into a turnover. That's what you need. Yung mga depensa, yung mga stops na gano'n. Get Fells out of his game.
Lohorn gets it over to Tenorio. Ellis from the right.
And then sasagutin mo pa ng gano'n. Force a turnover, and then right on the other end, you knock down a 3-point shot.
Oh, this is an 11-2 run para sa Barangay Ginebra. Kanina lamang, abante ang talk and text, 7-2. Berrios from the baseline, nice up fake, gets it out to Alabag. Talk and text turns it over. Much to the delight of the Barangay Ginebra faithful in attendance.
In this first quarter, very different yung pinapakitang depensa nitong Barangay Ginebra. They're really using their hands, playing active defense, not just their feet, but also trying to make it tighter para dun sa opensa ng talk and text.
Lohorn passing out of the double team, and Billy Mamaril gets a field goal.
Even against Global Port last Friday, a game that they could have won, itong Barangay Ginebra, they were finding the open men on offense, pero nung fourth quarter and overtime, they were not able to knock them down. But today, maybe a different case.
Berrios against Lohorn, trying to carve out space. Nowhere to go. The ball will remain with talk and text. Fresh shot clock with just over 4 minutes remaining in quarter number 1. Reyes pinasok na. Nakita si Pels. Airball na naman. Here comes Ginebra. Pero sabi ni LA, mas marami naka-asul. Mag-aantay muna siya ng respa. LA lines it up. No go. Ryan Reyes with the leather. Pels to Alapag. Couldn't pull the trigger. Jimmy jumps into Anthony. Nakito si Berriols.
A great pass by Sean Anthony. And that's what John Ferriols does for you. He's just hanging around there, not taking away opportunities from others. Pero pag libre siya, he can knock it down.
15-11 ang nasa ating talaan. Back-to-back hits by the Tropang Texters to snap that 13-2 Barangay Ginebra run. Last touch doon si Reyes. 7 seconds natitira sa shot clock ng Ginebra. LA's gotta go quick. They look for Kagiwa. Slapped from behind by Reyes. Here comes Alabag. Pels attacks. Looking to drop it off to Anthony. Natapik palabas ng isa sa mga nakaputi.
And that's the perfect example that we were talking about. They're playing defense even with their hands extending out wherever that ball is going.
That's too strong. Buti na lang may safety sila doon in Ryan Reyes. Alapag gets it over to Ferriols. Hinahanap si Anthony na naman.
Another steal by Barangay Ginebra.
And away from play, Lowhorn at Ferriols nagbabakbakan sa pwestuhan. That's a personal on John.
Second personal foul on Ferriols.
That'll be the 15th foul naman para dito sa tropa. So they will be in the penalty. Pero wala pa namang free throws next foul. Nagulat siya, kasali daw siya. Nagulat siya eh. Kinunan niyo ako. 15-11 nasa ating talaan. It is Ginebra by 4. Mamaril trying to kick it back out. Lowhorn with the bailout.
What a tough shot by Dior Lowhorn. Talkitex playing good defense that time, but Lowhorn, wow.
Less than 3 minutes na titira. Sa unang quarter, harap-harapang ninakaw ni Tenorio dito kay Reyes. Kagiwa from LA. The teardrop is good.
It's so different on Barangay Ginebra. They end up playing defense and then they translate it into offense. Tapos biglang yung crowd slowly but surely coming alive for Barangay Ginebra.
Off that Ginebra timeout, they build the biggest lead of the contest. Kagiwa with a board. Fouled in the process. That's going to go against Sean Anthony.
First to the basketball in terms of Mark Kagiwa. That's a tough shot by Dior Lowhorn.
He knew he had to put it up dahil mati 3-second violation na si Mamaril. Tapos ito yung kasunod, Tenorio locating Kagiwa.
60% now is the field goal percentage for Barangay Ginebra.
As Mark Kagiwa troops to the line dahil penalty na nga etong tropa. Kagiwa scores his 5th point of the contest as we go back to Erica.
A whole day of rest to focus ang naidulot ng cancelled na laro. Yan ang sabi ni Mark. He emphasized on how important their pick and roll defense is para matapatan ang TNT. He reiterated also how they are not able to rotate right away and how they should react better to help the big men. But with confidence, he said, we are going to win. Sabay bawi, we have to win. Balik sa inyo.
Kinwento mo rin sa akin yan kanina, Dom, na hindi nag-ensayo kahapon ng Ginebra.
Hindi nag-ensayo itong Barangay Ginebra. They opted to just come early today and then do the adjustments dito na sa Smart Araneta Coliseum. You know, they're coming out with a lot of energy, so napaganda yung pagpahinga nitong Barangay Ginebra.
So kanina tinatanong mo sino kaya makikinabang doon sa na-cancel na laro dahil sa ulan at baha kahapon. So far, through the first 10 minutes of action, mukhang Barangay Ginebra.
Well, especially if you look at the schedule of Barangay Ginebra, they played Friday and then naglaro rin sila ng Sunday.
10-point ball game, Barangay Ginebra ahead. Talkitex looking to get themselves right back in it. Carey had a spectacular ball game last Sunday. Reyes to Carey, and he continues on.
Harvey Carey, a quicker type of a basketball player that knows how to get to those spots. You know, basketball, you fight for inches, and Harvey Carey knows how to get that inch to be able to get that advantage and the basket.
Lowhorn underneath, naunahan ni Fels. It's a 3-on-2. Fels is tied up by Tenorio. No other recourse para dito kay Teniente but to give up the foul.
I like what Fels did that time. He was able to read that pass and then binilisan niya yung laro. He also knows that Barangay Ginebra is a little bit slow to get back. It's a transition defense.
Grabe yung explosiveness niya, no? As Josh Urbistondo comes in late in this first quarter replacing LA Tenorio. So Barangay Ginebra with some luxury to rest Tenorio at this point. As Talkitex turns it over once again.
If you're Talkitex, you need to watch out for guys like Josh Urbistondo, guys who will just shoot up those 3-point shots at any given time and then all of a sudden, back-to-back 3 points na itong si Urbistondo. He's done it in all the teams that he's played for.
He has yet to make his mark as a Barangay Ginebra San Miguel player. Well, ito si Urbistondo, mahilig dito sa mga ganitong klase ball game. Let's see if he can get it done tonight. Lowhorn fading away. How else do you defend that, Tom?
Wala na, that's the best defense that you can really do. Lowhorn adjusting his shot in mid-air.
Larry for 3. Rattles out. Rebound battle. Kagiwa ang nanaig. Urbistondo on the run. Gets it out to Kagiwa.
29 points in the last game. Tonight, first quarter pa lang, 9 na si Kagiwa.
Castro with the leather. Last shot time. If they want it para dito sa blue shirts. 3 fouls to give para sa Ginebra. Carry is fouled by Meyerhofer. Good job on the part of Coach Mark. Siya nagsisigaw sa gilid to give up a foul.
Knowing that game situation, Mark Kagiwa just loves these types of ball games.
That's a thing of beauty, that jump shot. Aban, binilisan. Oh, fouled in the act by Meyerhofer. 3 shots. So, yung pagmamadali ni Aban dahil alam niyang may 2 foul to give pa ang Ginebra, mamumunga.
We talked about game situation, knowing it. Aaron Aban, been in the league for quite some time. He also knew, okay, may 2 fouls to give kayo, titira ko to agad.
Yan ang isa sa puhunan ni Aban, yung basketball IQ. Aside from his athleticism, kumalog nga lang palabas yung una.
And that's why Aaron Aban has been with Talking Text for the longest time. Nagpalit na ng coaches pero nandyan pa rin itong si Aaron Aban.
Aban takes care of the second. Third free throw coming up. Aban goes 2 for 3 and that brings Talking Text to within 9. Last shot time para sa Ginebra. Urbistondo, paboritong sitwasyon. Ooh! Almost got it. Meyerhofer got the follow off. Hindi nga lang papasok, and that'll do it for the first 12 minutes of action. It has been a Mark the Spark Kagiwa kind of quarter already with 9 points across his number. And he did it from everywhere, Dom. Pull-up jumpers from the perimeter. Meron ding mga dish sa kanya si L.A. Tenorio. And of course, he also knocked down the long ball. 26-15 is the score. It is Ginebra by 11 points.